Close your eyes. And let's focus on our breathing. So breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in through your nose for 4 counts and breathe out through your mouth for 4 counts. Now let's become aware of our bodies. Make sure you relax, that your back is straight. And we'll go over the tenets of Taekwondo. Courtesy.
Courtesy.
Integrity.
Integrity.
Perseverance.
Perseverance.
Self-control.
Self-control.
And indomitable spirit.
Indomitable spirit.
In your head, think of the latest Poomsae you've learned, and we're going to go through that as well. So in your mind, can be. And then once you're done in Poomsae, obviously, 기합. Okay, 시작. Up. Okay. Open your eyes if you're done. And let's stand up. So we're going to first stretch up all the way. All the way. Get the blood flowing. And then we'll relax. Okay, on your spot, let's start jogging a little bit. Lightly. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Now after the next 10 counts, we're going to start sprinting on the spot. Ready? 시작! 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Okay, back to jogging for 10 counts. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Back to sprinting. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Back to jogging. Okay, we'll just do once more.
Okay.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Sprint. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Whew, catch breath. Let's start by stretching. Right leg forward and go down. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Switch your legs.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Okay, now facing this side. Let's try your hamstrings. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Go down.
Okay.
Let's try.
Not what I expected, but okay.
Reach forward.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Grab your back leg. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Now, up. Facing the other side. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Go down.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Grab the back leg. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Okay. Up. Let's stretch our next. So heads down. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Looking up.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Okay, turn your head. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Other way.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Yeah, shoulders 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Pastor, I think, do you think I'm missing anything? Or are we good to do conditioning?
Okay, I think for this group, we're gonna do a little bit of hip exercises, just in case you have any adults in the audience. We need to open up our hips. Okay, so you're gonna raise your knee up, and you're gonna move your knee outwards to the side. So think of it like a circular movement with your knee. Let's do 10 on each leg. Ready? 하나, sorry, 10 toe. Good. Set. 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, and 열. We're gonna do the opposite now. Bring your knee out and then swing it all the way in. Still circular. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, and 열. Okay, everyone, we should be warm enough to do most of the things we're going to do today. The first thing we're going to do today is something called dive push-ups. Okay, so we're going to start with your hands in front of your head. You're going to lower your shoulders, lower your elbows down. Sorry, 1 second. You're going to have your hands actually a little bit closer first, though, because you need to have your hands and feet close together so that you can bring your head forward. All right, so you want your hands, right, closer to your feet and your head between your hands. You're gonna bring your head downwards and you're gonna bend your elbows and go downwards. And you're gonna bring your head forwards until your hands are beside your stomach. And then you're gonna come back up to here. Okay, we're gonna start by going one way. So just downwards and forwards, and then just bring your hips back up. You won't go backwards yet. We'll save that for next time. Okay, let's start with dive push-ups. We'll do 10. Try to take your time. Don't go too fast with it. Okay, just try to follow my speed in this one. You ready? So, hands close to your feet, head between your hands. Now let's go. Ready, down. 1. And go back. 2. And then back. 3. And go back. 4. Try to get your chest as close to the ground as possible when you do this. Over, we go. 4. 5. Yeah. Years since I've done this. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. 10. Woo! Yeah. Okay, very good. Shake out your arms. It's a really good way to exercise your shoulder joint as well. That movement. Okay, so actually, move your hands back and forth as well. All right, shake out your arms. Move your shoulder joint around. All right, shrug your shoulders and move it in circles. Relax your hands a little bit. We're gonna come back to push-ups. But first, we're gonna work on some core exercises today. The first core exercise we're gonna do is going to be a plank position, but instead of just holding plank, we're gonna do some variety. What we're gonna do is you're gonna dip your hips side to side, like this. So from a plank position, you're gonna move your hips down towards the ground and go 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go 20 times, but try not to bounce and try not to rest on the ground. You're lowering your hips, okay? So that's the best way to describe it, right? You're twisting your hips and lowering to the side. You want your body to turn sideways as you go down, okay? So don't just drop your whole body down.
So do we do this on our elbow?
Yes, you're doing this on your elbow, yes. Okay, so watch again while I'm doing this. I'll show you a few more. In this position, together, right? Hip to the side, and you twist your body so your body turns a bit to the side. And come up. Down, up, down, up, down, and down. Okay? We'll try this one 20 times. Okay? This one shouldn't be too hard. Ready from elbow down position? And she down. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, and 열. 하나,
둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
very good. Pick up your arms. The next one we're going to do is we're going to go to side plank position on your hand, but this time you're going to dip your hips and lift it up. So similar to what we're doing from the original plank position, you're going to start from the side. You're going to go hip down and then back up, down and up. You're going to need to work on keeping your balance for this one. Okay, for this one, in order to reduce a little bit of the strain on your hand, make sure your hand is facing right upwards, so towards your shoulder, if that makes sense. Okay, or pointing this way, and I'm facing this way. Okay, so point your fingers this way on your hand. You go from up position, right? Have your hand here, or tucked in either way. Hip down and up. Just raise your hip into the straight position. Okay, we'll do 10 on one side, 10 on the other side. Ready? Let's try body down and go up and down. Third, set. 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Ready? Let's switch sides. It's harder than it looks, isn't it? For your hand anyways. Okay, ready? And body down first. Ready? And go up, now. Third, set, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, and 열. Okay, the next one is a little challenging. When I say a little challenging, I mean it's hard for me too, so we'll see how you guys handle it. This one is called an L-sit walk, okay? Because the hard part of this is holding it. You're gonna start by moving forward. What you're gonna do, start with your legs out, have your hands beside you. You're going to try to lift up your hips and your feet at the same time with your hands. So holding it is something that's hard. It takes a high amount of control. I'm not sure if any of you guys can hold this position like this, but I can. Okay, but instead what we're going to do is we're going to lift our body up and move forward. So we're going to start by going on the edge of the screen. And we're going to go by a certain number. So if you find that you hit the edge, just lift your body up and go back down. Okay? So doing this with your legs straight, a little hard. If you can't find that you can't keep your feet straight, bend your knees and bring them in. This will make it a little easier to move forward.
So we're doing a little bum scooch?
Basically, but don't how do I say this? Don't jump, right? Don't take your body and, thrust your body forward. Right? Lift yourself up and walk with your hands forward. Okay? So with your knees bent, try to lift your hips up and scoop your body forward with your hands. Don't push your body forward with your hips. Okay? So let's try this out. Let's go 10 forwards and we'll try to go 10 backwards if we can. Let's start with forwards first. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo. Okay, rest your body a little bit, and then we're going to try to go backwards. Backwards should be a little easier though, because you can lean back, right? You can bring your body into position. Okay, ready? Legs out. Let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, very good. Okay. So this one takes a little bit of time to get used to, but you will need a lot of core strength if you ever want to get to the full L-sit position, which is legs straight, hips off the ground, with your body in this position. So like I said, I can't do this yet. If you can do it at home, send me a video, let me know. It's kind of hard. Okay, so for today, we're going to move on, because we have a lot of stuff to teach you today. Facing forward. Today. And then, jump guys, get some water, and then come back. Okay, we're gonna quickly go through Poomsae. We're gonna go through 7, 8, and Koryo today. So first, I'm gonna go through Takeoff 7 with you guys. A few things for you guys to remember. First is the position here. When we go through this sequence, I want to see 2 sets. I want to see you guys raise your hand with your hands open, strike, and close your hands, keeping your hands in front of your legs. So don't bring them back. Okay, bring them straight down in front of your leg. Set your hands to your belt. Land and throw a double uppercut. So this position, right? Watch. Your hands start facing down, and then they twist to up, down to up. Okay. So open, close, down, up. Okay. So we're gonna try and show you that by
다시 차렷. 끝내. 준비. Poomsae number 7 on my count. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯. 바로. 쉬어.
Okay, everyone. One more thing to add on is we're gonna talk about the ending. Okay, the sweep kicks at the end. You want to have your hands still. What I mean by this is I don't want to see people dipping their hand to reach their leg. Okay, so your hand has to stay still. My hand should be at my temple level up here. So my hand stays here. My hand stays on my belt. When I do the sweep move, my hand has to stay here. My sweep has to go up to my hand. My hand does not go to my foot. So starting at the head level may not be easy for some of you. To train your way up to this, start with your hand at your belt, keep it still. Hit your hand. If you can do that with no problem, raise it up to your chest. Do it and keep your hand here. Raise it up to your shoulder. Do it and keep your hand. So I dip my hand too. See? So I have to keep it still. Right? Now, and you can do this at the head level while keeping good posture, right? And without moving your hand. That's when you know that your leg strength and your posture is good. Okay? So try your best when you're doing that sweep kick to have your hand and your body still. Okay? I'll try to show you that in the Poomsae.
마지막 차렷.
Snap.
끝내. Poomsae number 7 on your own count. 준비. 시작. 바로. 쉬어.
Okay, let's go through take number 8. It's a forward take.
Sit.
Connect. Poomsae 준비. Ready by my count. 하나, 둘, 셋, 하나. So make sure you set that middle block before you start to land. It's double kick. You want to keep your weight on this leg. No, on this leg, I mean. Set your hand, then prepare your landing movement. Ready? 하나, 둘. This half mounted position, you want your forward stance in the opposite direction of where you're looking. So you're going to go this way. Your head should be looking over your shoulder. 하나, When you change stances in this position, make sure that your new front leg shifts slightly to the side so that your feet don't cross. From this angle, you see this. If I don't move my leg, right, my legs are crossed like this. I have to move my front leg a little to the side to uncross my legs to make my proper forward stance. Ready? One, two, set, 넷, 다섯, 여섯. Okay, in your tiger stance here, when you change to the side, make sure your front leg that becomes your back leg, it twists this way. Turn it. Secondly, make sure you're sitting on your back leg. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯. From here in your back stance, a little wider. Right, make sure your front kick, first one goes to your face level. Second one is a jumping front kick to your face level. So make sure you have control over your balance for both. It should be face level, ha, jumping, face level before you do that middle block and double punch. Try to keep good stability while you do it and avoid going up when you jump. Ha, third, set. So the elbow first, okay? So see the elbow position? Make sure your fist goes to your shoulder, but your shoulders twist so that your elbow goes past the center of your body. Okay? Third. Back fist to the mouth. Punch. Set. Same thing on the other side. Hana. Third. Make sure your head stays up and you twist your shoulders, all right? So avoid having this happen. People try to raise their shoulders by dipping their head. So it looks like your shoulder is going higher because your head's going down, but actually your shoulder is still down. You have to keep your head still and keep good posture. Make sure your elbow comes up, not your head comes down, okay? Hana. Third. Bottom. Okay, so relax. Let's do this again on Kathy's own time. All right, try to follow her speed. All right, you said Jamil. On your own time. Take a 8, 시작. Jump. Okay, guys, so time for a little bit of a quick skill testing question. I want to see whether you guys can remember the things I'm telling you. So, right, everyone makes mistakes. It's perfectly fine. But Kathy did something with her forward stances in this position that wasn't so good. Can anyone tell me in the comments what she needs to fix? I wonder if you guys were watching or not, or if you guys were doing it. Did anyone see? Okay. So if you guys remember, when I was telling you about the half mounted position and your forward stance, oh, someone answered. Okay, so you're not sure. I'll tell you, all right? When you're doing your forward stance and you change to another forward stance. My forward stance is facing this way right now. When I change directions, if I don't move my left leg over, my feet are either crossed or I'm not facing the right direction. So in this case, Kathy, she didn't turn all the way, right? She was facing a little bit to the side because she didn't move her front leg over and uncross her legs, right? And then later when she went over, she did kind of the same thing without turning the other way and going back, okay? So whenever you change forward stances from one direction to the other, it's kind of like you're stepping to the side. So from one direction here, when you turn around, you turn your feet, but you also move this over, right? It's almost like you want to go 1, then 2, okay? But you can do it at the same time as well, like this. Okay? So when you guys are doing your transitions between stances, make sure you are angling it correctly and make sure your feet aren't crossed. And how do you do that? By moving your new front leg to the side. Okay? Okay, let's go through Koryo by practice now. We're going to do it a little bit more slowly because someone was asking for us to take our time so that we can follow along. Okay? Yes, ma'am?
고려 준비. On my count. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 바로 쉬어.
Okay, I'm going to give you guys a few quick tips for choreo. When we are doing the double side kick, in order to get our foot to go higher, you want to do a few things. Number one, after the first kick, you want to bounce your knee in. The higher you raise your knee here, the better your second kick is going to be. So after the twin knife handball, one, bring your knee in tight. That's the first thing. Number two, you're going to pivot your heel from sideways to backwards at the same time as you stick your leg out. The next thing is you're going to lift up your foot as much as you can. So as you're sticking your leg up, you want to raise your foot. Try to get this movement at the same time as you extend your foot. Okay? So that means when you stick your leg out, you're doing three things. Pivoting, raising your foot, and pushing your knee out all together, which becomes, and that gives you your high side kick. Okay? So the best way to get this is when you're doing your first leg, bounce it in, right? Try to relax. So when you do the second one, 1, 2, and you can land, so you can kick a little bit more control if you relax on the first one. Okay? And then the next thing we're going to talk about is the crossing side kick. So when you're in this position here, you notice my hands are still here until the point where I extend my foot, which would be here. And my hands go to the side of my body in this position here. Okay? So that's going to look like this in a normal speed. So 1, 2, cross up, kick, set, down. You also note that when I bend my knee, my hands point downwards like this for the groin strike. Okay? So we're going to do this one more time on my own time. I want you guys to try to do that double side kick like I was talking about and the crossing side kick that I was talking about. But try to do your best. So try to do your best to land, right, with good balance in forward stances, right? One is forward stance landing forward, facing this way. The other one is side kick land, forward stance the other way, right? The best way to get that landing is to bend your knee so that you can control your landing either forward or backwards, right? So let's try and see that, okay? Good time.
On your own count, 시작.
Okay, very good, everyone. Let's get a quick water break and come back. If you guys have any questions about the Poomsae, feel free to check out the videos that we posted online or ask me here. I can also answer a question quickly if you need to, okay? But first, get water. Good job, guys. Okay, let's begin. Facing forward chair. And then, okay. First thing we're going to do is we're going to warm up our kicks with some turning kicks, some back kicks. And then today we're going to work on spinning roundhouse. We're going to work on our hook kicks especially. Okay, so those two kicks in particular we're going to make as strong as possible. Okay, so first thing we're going to cover today is let's start warming up the legs. Okay, so kick at like 50% of your strength. Doesn't have to be too strenuous. You're going to go for a turning kick and you're going to turn around and do a back kick. Okay, well, your coordination should be simple. From fine station, you're going to go turning kick, turn around, stick your leg out for back kick, and then step back. Okay, so just warm up your legs, right? Give it 50% power, right? High level of speed. Okay, ready for fine station B? Ha! Let's go 5 times. Ready? Ha! 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 And then up back. Third. Ha! Ha! Set. Ha! Ha! Net. Ha! Ha! Kasa. Ha! Ha! Okay, let's change our legs. Ha! 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 Third. Ha! Ha! Set. Ha! Ha! Net. Ha! Ha! Okay, last one. Kasa. Ha! Ha! Okay, so quick note, whenever you're following up with a back kick, right, there's two ways you can do it. Let's explain it in terms of balance, okay? So it's going to take you a little longer if you do a turning kick, you land, then turn your leg, and then kick, right? If you notice what I was doing when I was doing the turning kick in the back kick, I was doing turning kick, I was putting my leg down this way, so I can stick my leg out for back kick straight away without having to pivot. Okay, so it's one example of something you can do to optimize your kick. So if you want to really do this, it's fine. We'll go, ha! You put your leg down this way so that you can kick straight away. Okay? So one example of how to land, right, and optimize your balance for follow-ups. Okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to work on our spinning turning kick at the body level first, and then we're going to pick it up and bring it up to the face level before we move on to working on hook kick. Okay, so first let's put your right leg in front of you, find session B. Ha! Okay, let's practice spinning around, changing our leg, right? So we're gonna work on chambering first, meaning you're gonna spin around, stop at 1, have your knee in front of you, and then switch to 2, and stick your leg out, ha! Okay, so once again, because we're kicking air, not all of you have targets at home, make sure that you're not fully kicking hard, otherwise you can injure your knee, okay? So try spin, turning, kick around, right? You guys should be able to do it at this level with little trouble, right? So spin around and kick. We'll make that one movement for this class. Okay, ready? So from here, when I count, do the full kick, but remember, 50% power. Ha! Ha! Third. Ha! Set. Ha! Net. Ha! Kasa. Ha! Good. Let's change your legs. Ready? Now. Ha! Third. Ha. Set. Ha. Did I say 3 or 4?
3, 4, 5.
Okay, ready? Net. Ha. Last one. Pass it. Ha. Okay, so for the next one, spinning roundhouse, we're going to talk about it in terms of proper positioning. I'm going to get that to hold the target for me. And stand this in. Okay, everyone, so we're going to work on that spinning roundhouse now. Thanks for waiting. Okay, so, yeah, Kathy, go ahead and try to let the lights on. Okay, so while we're doing our spinning roundhouse, okay, so when we are doing spinning roundhouse, right, the starting position is the same. For the fighting stance, when you turn around, you get that knee in front. The main difference is the switch. On the switch, instead of bringing it to your body level, you're raising your knee and your foot, and you're bringing your shoulder a little back so that you can aim higher, right? So that's the main difference between spinning turning kick and spinning roundhouse. It's your knee and your foot position, but also your shoulder position. Now that being said, do you want to lean back first, or do you want to lean back when you switch your legs? Tell me what you guys think. When should you lean back? Should you lean back when you start to spin? Or you spin around, then when you switch your legs, lean back here. What do you think is a better idea? First or second? Give me an answer, guys. Yeah, if you're Kathy, maybe the answer is 1. The answer is number 2. Very good, guys. One of you answered. Yeah, the answer is number 2. Okay? Thank you, Lucas, for participating. Right? If this was school, I'd give you participation marks, but it's not. This is Taekwondo. Okay, so for spinning roundhouse, right? Now, in addition to what I just said about that switch, right? There's one more thing you have to visually look for when you're aiming for a target, and that is having your knee go past the target. This is true at the body level. When I spin around, I'm looking to do this just before I kick. 1, 2. I'm driving my knee past the target before I extend my leg. At the head level, it's going to be the same thing. When I switch my leg, I'm going to drive my knee past the target before I extend my leg, like this. 1, then 2. My knee has to get past that target when I switch my legs. It's just at a higher level. Okay, focus, guys. Okay, now, how do we get to that position? With what I talked about. The pivot, the raising of your foot and your knee, and your shoulder going back. So once again, the difference between a turning kick position and the roundhouse position. Your shoulder going back, your knee and your foot going up. Right? That's the only real difference. Okay? So bring that shoulder back, but raise that knee and that foot. Okay? So, now, when I switch in the air, I need to have a few things. I need to have some distance so that I'm not in Kathy's face when I spin. Number 2, I need to have good balance. Okay? So, when you're spinning around, you want to stay in a comfortable position so you can switch your legs. One of the things I see some people do is they raise their knee too high. And what happens when you raise your knee too high is your head goes back. And then you start trying to kick this way. Which is really good if you're trying to kick super high, but if you're trying to aim and you don't have good balance, that's not such a good idea. Another thing people do, this is less common, but people spin low. When you spin low, your head actually goes forward. And if your head's down here, it's kind of hard to bring your leg up and turn your body. Right? So looking down is not what you want. There is a middle ground, right? For me, my knee is roughly around the height of my stomach when I bring it up. That's my comfortable position. For you, you may have to experiment. If you find like your head's leaning down too much, you got to raise your knee a little more when you spin. If you find that your head is leaning back too much, you might not want to bring your knee up too high. Okay? There's an optimum spinning way to go. When you're spinning around, I know where my knee needs to go to have my body upright. Okay? So you're gonna have to experiment with that and find out where that is. And then from there, it's all a matter of switching your leg to the correct position. So from that switch position, you have to go body to the side, foot down, knee and foot up, to kick the target. Okay? So when I put that all together, it's gonna look like this. Okay, so from there, right, you can see a few things. Let me just have it here this way so they can see the side to side of the target. So you guys should be able to see how I'm bringing my knee over the target, hopefully. All right, so when I'm switching my legs, number one, my knee's got to go in front of the target, one. When I switch my leg, knee over the target, two. When I extend my leg and go past the target. My knee going past center is what drives my kick's power, right? So make sure you get that knee over the target, all right? Let's try this together. This time, okay. Instead of us both kicking today, I'm gonna get Kathy to hold for me. Okay, so I want you guys to follow our Kathy's count. Okay?
Head lower.
Hello there. So let's go 5 right and then 5 left by Kathy's count.
Come on. Good. Set.
You good?
Net. Last one. That's all.
You need to hold it with your hands, okay? I don't want you to wreck your shoulder.
Okay, other side. Yep. Enough. Good. Set. Net. That's all.
Okay. So hopefully you guys are able to follow along from there. Next thing we're gonna go through today is the hook kick. For the 10 minutes we have left. Okay, so for hook kick positions, okay? Hook kick's a little bit more complicated than the rest of the kicks because it's a combination of two movements. The hook kick movement is an extension like a side kick. So it's extension first, right? Just like when you do a side kick. But it's also a dragging movement, like when you do an axe kick. When you drag your leg down on an axe kick, you're dragging a straight leg using your hamstring. So you're doing those two things, one after another. When you're doing a hook kick, it's tuck in, extend, drag. You're doing an extension movement into a dragging movement. This is the fundamental movement of hook kick. Extension, drag, right after, okay? So mastering that and making it smooth is the key to having good power in your hook kick. The rest of it is the spin and its balance, okay? So we're gonna practice the foot movement first. You're gonna put your kicking leg in front of you. You're gonna tuck in your knee, extend it out, and push. Okay, when you're pushing it, keep it going in a straight line, number one. Number two, keep your knee straight until the last second. So when I say until the last second, it means this. My target, let's say it's here, right? I'm gonna extend my leg until my knee passes my target. My knee doesn't get to bend. In fact, I'm gonna drag it a little further than that before I bend my knee, just for safety's sake, right? Just so that I make sure I have the technique correct, okay? So visualize for yourself, right, where the center of your body is. Picture your foot going beside that line and then going over the line. Okay, so at the same time as you drag your leg over, you're gonna push your shoulder in the opposite direction. So you extend, as you push your leg, push your shoulder the other way. Okay, but make sure that leg stays straight for as long as you can. Let's practice this. Okay, actually, let's do a demonstration with the target as well, okay? Okay, so from here, let's, so you guys try to easy. So from here, right? Once again, right? Remember, the target I'm aiming for is not this, it's not this. My real target is in between these targets. I want you to visualize that, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna put my foot to 1, and then push it to 2, before my knee gets to bend. Okay, I'm trying to move it across in a straight line. So the last tip I'm gonna give you, in order to get your leg going straight, is your body position. So when you are doing a hook kick, if you are in a back kick position, meaning that your body is facing backwards, your heel is more likely to move upwards because that's what the direction that your body is facing. Your heel tends to follow your body's position. Now, if I turn my body to the front, my heel is more likely to go downwards because that's the direction my heel is facing. So how do we make it go sideways? The answer is simple. have your body sideways as well. Okay, so while I'm doing my hook kick position, I want to keep my shoulders this way the whole time. So from here, my shoulders are sideways, and so my foot can carry across the target sideways as well. Okay, so we're going to practice this a few times. Okay, let's try this out. Right leg in front of you, tuck in your knee, extend, and push. Ha! And then come down. Try to land with your leg behind you, okay? Because that's how far I want you to drag your leg around until it comes back to your starting position. So let's start from 1, 2, 3. Ha! Then bring it back behind you. Keep it going. Right? Forcefully bring your leg all the way around, like you're drawing a circle, okay? With your leg. Again, ready? Up, kick, push. Ha! Okay? So we're going to combine the second and the third movement, extension into the push. So from 1, it's going to be 2. Ha! So quick note here. Don't push your shoulder while you're sticking your leg out. Push your shoulder when you're pushing your leg. Okay? So the timing for your shoulder is going to be tricky. Because if you push your shoulder backwards while you extend your leg, you're going to have the body facing backwards. Okay? So you want to straighten your leg first and then push your shoulder. This way it's actually helping you kick and not hindering your kicking movement. Okay? So let's try this a few times from the tuck position. Ready, position 1 and 2. Ha! And then remember, try to return your leg behind you. Okay? Ready? Up. 2. Ha! Up. So, ha! Up. Net. Ha! Last one. Up. Pass up. Ha! Okay, very good. We're going to take that same idea and we're going to add the spin to it. So from here, after turning around, your body facing backwards. When you raise your knee, you're going to turn your body a little more to the side until you come to the same position you were in from the front leg. From here, this movement is the same. Extend and push, and come all the way back around. So you're going to try and turn, raise your leg. 1, and from here, 2. Ha! And then return back to your start. Okay, let's practice that in 2 movements, shall we? So turn and try to tuck in your knee, catching your balance. Ready? 1. Then now 2. Ha! Then returning back to the start. Let's try this a few times. 1, 2. Ha! Again. 1, 2. Ha! Okay, so a quick note for balancing, guys. When you are doing your side kick, I mentioned to you earlier, to get your kick going to the head level, there's something that you had to do. Who can tell me in the comments, what was the thing your shoulders have to do when you do a high side kick? Who remembers? I want to hear an answer, guys. If you're listening, you should know the answer. Tell me, what do you have to do when you do a side kick to make it higher? What must your shoulders do? You got to lean back. Okay, very good. Some of you are answering. Okay, that's good. So on your hook kick, you have to do the same thing. Okay? But you have to be careful not to do it early. Because once again, if you lean back first and you stick your leg up, guess what's going to happen? You're going to lean back even more. So some people, when you do hook kick, I see this. They turn down, lift up the leg, and they try to kick. And guess what? When they kick, and then their head goes even lower. So when you want to do your hook kick, in order to have good balance, but still go high, guess what you got to do? You turn, you lift it up, and then when you stick your leg out, this is where you lean back. And then you do the hook movement. And then you can come all the way back around. Okay? So that's the last step in your balance to get your kick going while still maintaining good balance. Is you lean back as you stick your leg out. This has to go together just before the hook movement. Lean hook. Okay? This movement. Okay? So we're going to put all that together and do a full hook movement. I'm going to show you a few times the target actually, just so that you guys can see what it's going to look like. Okay, so we're going to go, stand this side. Stand this side. Okay, so when I do the full hook movement, I turn and I tuck. So first of all, it's 2 steps, right? Turn and tuck. And then from here is the extension. turn tuck. Now, when I extend my leg, it's extend, push, right? Now put all that together, it's turn tuck, extend, ha! Ooh, I went a little too high. Let me try that again. It's turn tuck and ha! Going through the target. Let's try. Yeah. One more time. You want to have to go straight across, right? So remember, place that target right here. You got to aim, right? So when you're looking, I'm not looking at the center. I'm looking to place my foot beside the middle. The middle is here. The target goes here. So my target is in between my targets, as funny as it sounds. Okay? What I'm aiming for is in between these two things. I place my leg to one and drag it to two, which is going to look like that. Okay? So let's try this a few times together with you guys, and then we're going to move on to the mat chat with Master Saadati. Okay. Right, that's for me. Ha! Okay, let's do. Okay, ready? Hook kick with your right leg first. Now, ha! Turn, ha! Step, ha! Now, ha! Ready? Take some time to reorient yourself if you need to. Ready? And pass up. Ha! Balance gets easier over time, guys. It really does, I promise. Now, let's work on our left leg, shall we? Okay, one cut is ready to be balanced. You good? Okay, let's begin. Left leg behind, and now. Ha! Turn. Ha! Step. Ha! Net. Ha! Good?
Yes, I'm good.
Pass up. Ha! Very good, guys. Okay, so if you have any questions about that hook kick, do let me know. If you have more questions about Poomsae, also let us know. But it's also available for you online, so please do. Okay, so let's move on to the mat chat when Master Saadati is ready. But also get water if you need to. But listen.
It's so hard.
That's why we practice.
Wow, everyone's tired here. How about you guys at home? Are you guys tired too? Kathy tired? Did she kick?
No, sir.
She doesn't look like she's
It's
been
an elbow,
kicking.
sir.
Such a great shape, same as Master Kenneth. Now we're gonna start our mat chat, which is about diet. Do you guys have a good diet? Can you let me know? Say yes, no. Do you eat a lot of junk food? Do you eat a lot of cheese and pizza and McDonald's? A lot of chips and fries? They're delicious. Now I want fries. Like, can we get fries after the class?
No, sir.
No fries. You should see my snack here. It's all dry fruits, no fries. I believe that I have a balanced diet. Very good. Oh, Kesar is here. Kesar is eating healthy. Excellent case. Donald's, yeah. McDonald's? You don't eat McDonald's. No, I haven't had McDonald's for a long time. First I came to Canada. Yes, I had. I liked it. But after that, no. I eat both unhealthy and healthy. That's honest. Who's that, Chris? All right. Let's test yourself, see how much you know about food. All right. I'm going to start the quiz. It's easy quiz, okay? Which one of the following after school snack is healthy? A bag of salt and vinegar, A packet of sweet vinegar, crisp.
Oh, like yeah,
Crisp. B, a packet of sweets. C, an apple cut into slices. D, a chocolate bar. The apple, right? You're not going to touch the chocolate bar. You're not going to touch the sweet and the chips, right? You're not allowed. Even if I put it there, I just want to test you guys, see if you're going to touch it. Next one is protein is found in meat and we need it for healthy muscles. Which of these foods typically contains the most protein? A, breakfast cereal. B, a chicken sandwich. C, chips and pizza. Meat lovers pizza. D, lettuce and tomato and herb. The correct answer is B, a chicken sandwich. Next one. Flavored drinks are filled with sugar, which is bad for our teeth. Which drink should you choose to have instead? A, a glass of water. B, can of Pepsi. C, a bottle of lemonade. D, Gatorade. Ivana says A. Lucas says A. So you won't drink the Gatorade. You'll drink water. Very good. Next one. What's the minimum number of portions of fruit and vegetables you should try to eat each day? What's the minimum number? A is 1, B is 2, C is 4, D is 5. I got this one wrong myself. Let's see if you guys get the right answer here. When D, 5 times, 5 portion? C, B, C, 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 C. Oh my God. Gwen, is that how much per portion you eat? 5 portions of fruit and vegetables every day? Yes, 5 portions of fruits and vegetables a day. I thought it's C myself 4 times, but the correct answer is 5 times. Sorry, no laugh. Next one. Which of these foods contains the most vitamins and is good for your health? A slice of cake. A. B, a fruit salad. C, cheese and tomato pizza. D, cheeseburger. Good. This one, but the cheeseburger one sounds so good. Chris, stop talking about cheeseburger. Next one. What are the main food groups? A, chocolate, sweets, chips, and crisps. B, milk and milk products, fruit and vegetables, cereals and beans, meat and fish, or tofu, fats and sugars. That was B. C, fruit, vegetable, salad, and water. C, 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 C. So fruits, vegetables, salad, and water, they are main food groups. No. C is his final answer. No. Main food groups is B. Milk products, fruits, vegetables, cereals, beans, meat, fish, tofu, fats, and sugars. Yes, our body needs fats and sugar too, but depends how much of that you consume, right? So yeah, B is the correct answer. Next one. Which food do we need to eat every day? Some food from each group. B, some fruit and vegetables only. C, some food from all the groups, but not fats and sugars. Oh, I just answered that one. All right, the correct answer is A. Next one. How many we done so far? We did 8, 2 more to go. How much of our food every day should be cereals and beans? A, less than half of our food. B, about half of our food. C, more than half of our food. Everybody's wrong. Everyone's following Gwen's answer now. Everyone's like A. Sorry, it's not A. It's B actually. When I was doing the quiz, I did A, but it's about half of our food supposed to be cereals and beans. So, all right, next one. Now they start typing B. Thank you. Eating too much fatty food can be bad for which part of our body? Our eyes and ears. B, for your brain and your elbow. C, for your heart. C, B, A. Bad for your eyes too, because you look at yourself in the mirror, you see your belly's out, you're like too much fat, so you're not gonna like yourself. But yes, the correct answer is C. Okay, that's about it. We're done with the quiz. You guys are mostly, you know what to eat. I'm very happy about that. That's why you're in such a good shape. You guys keep up the good diet and keep up the hard work and training Taekwondo. We'll talk about diet more tomorrow. Tomorrow we have Master Kenneth and Justin here. Justin, the challenger. He will have some new challenges for you tomorrow. All right. Thank you all for joining. Have a great night. 감사합니다. 차리앗, 형네.
감사합니다.
아리가또.